settle down. Class is now in session. You may address me as Cat Sensei.
And I am Sari Sensei.
And this is our
Two Sits. Today, students, we will be going over your midterm results for the spring 2019 anime season.
Nezuko, stop sleeping in class. These results will be based off the first half of each series, with a focus on episodes 4 through 6.
Chica, put the paper koto away.
Kyo? Actually, the cats can stay.
Yes. Alrighty, class, are we ready to begin? Once again, guys, this is not a spoiler-free zone.
But we do have the timestamps in the description down below, so feel free to check those out and click on them to find which part of the video you would like to go to.
Yes, and while you're down there, you can answer this question. Do you watch anime subbed or dubbed? We're curious. I'm curious. Okay, so the first anime on our list is Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Wow, good job.
I know, thanks.
Where we last left off, Tanjiro had just finished slicing the boulder, and so now he's ready to take the final selection after his 2 years of training.
After his 2 years of training. It paid off.
Yeah.
At least. Episode 4 starts off with Tanjiro getting ready to go for the final selection. When he arrives, he's told that he and the other final selection candidates have to go and survive on a mountain that's infested with demons for 7 days.
Right.
On the mountain, he comes face to face with this morph demon that has a grudge against Urokudaki, and he has to defeat him, which eventually he does, spoiler, by slicing his neck.
So, what did you think of episode 4?
I really liked the hands demon. It's like all... His voice stood out, but I couldn't tell who it was.
Oh.
Then we researched it, and it's actually Takehito Koyasu, who was kind of a main role in Violet Evergarden. It was Claudia. So that was cool, I recognized it, but it's interesting to see him in more of a villainous role.
He had a villain role in Sirius, too.
Oh yeah, he did, that's
Krishna.
right. I really like that we're able to finally see his abilities and how his training has paid off. It shows how his character has developed, even though we didn't really see it too much. We're seeing the results, which I think I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Tanjiro.
What did you think of their backstory, Sabito and Mokomo's backstory?
It was so sad seeing them die.
I know!
Like, Sabito was about to get him and then just whoosh. Then Makomo, poor thing, just, like, tortured her basically.
Right? Just...
So I like that Tanjiro was able to, like, avenge them.
Yeah, especially because when Tanjiro was about to hit the hand demon, saw Urokodaki in Tanjiro,
Yeah.
so I thought that was appropriate. It felt like, oh, finally he has a disciple that can really take after him. Episode 5 starts off with Tanjiro slicing the morph demon's head off, and then I guess as he's dying, he has like a flashback. Or I guess he's lost and he's calling for his brother, and then eventually he finds him, and they're both of them together able to go home.
For that part, what I took it as was it's like his soul as a demon has been like lost in this like purgatory almost. And so then as he's dying, he's able to find peace, basically.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I took it more as a flashback. Like I thought it was like it actually happened when he was a human, but I guess it could be it. Oh, that's kind of sad. That's really sad. Like I wasn't expecting to get like emotional. I started tearing up almost. Like it was sad. Poor thing, he's just been lost this whole time.
Oh, Tanjiro was all sweet too, right? When
Oh,
he like
yeah.
grabbed his hand.
Yeah, Tanjiro who like grabbed his hand and he's like, God, I hope the next time he gets reborn as someone who doesn't become a demon.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
He's just like holding 2 fingers.
Yeah, he's holding 2 fingers and like the demon's hand like closes on him. It's like such a touching moment.
Even though he wants to be a demon slayer and he probably holds this grudge, like he still, because his sister's a demon, he knows that there's like humans in there, I guess.
Yeah, and it also opens up like this question, like, are demons really just like man-eating creatures, or are they just like lost?
So then it kind of skips through the rest of the 6 days. Oh, he's trying to ask them how to turn back into
Oh
humans.
yeah, that's right, yeah. Which kind of plays back to maybe they are just mindless because they don't answer him. They're all just like hungry, like, oh, human. Ah.
I mean, if your hamburger tried to ask you a question, would you answer? So then passes, basically. He's able to return, and you find it's only him and 3 other people that have made it.
I really like that we were introduced to new characters for this one.
Me too.
I bet you were too. You were happy.
Like, there's the blonde kid.
Yeah. Okay, so for this blonde kid, which we don't know his name yet, but he is Shimonohiro. Who are the characters you know him for?
So I guess I mostly know him as like Sho in Udapri. He's also Connie in Attack on Titan. And then he's also Dabi in My Hero.
Who would have guessed?
Such talent.
Please. Like, you get Dabi in My Hero, but then you get like, you said a crow?
And we get this other kid, I don't know his name. His voice actor is Okamoto Nobuhiko, who is, I know him most as Bakugo.
I'm sure a lot of people know him as Bakugo.
But he's also written in Blue Exorcist. Who's the one guy you like in Akatsuki no Mimi?
Hishina? But he's so soft-spoken in that one. In My Hero and in Blue Exorcist, he's like boisterous and angry.
That means he's a good actor.
Yeah, it's true.
So then he goes home, eventually.
Slowly. I'm very tired.
But I also liked, and I guess it makes sense because he's been there for so long, but how he calls Urokotaki's place home.
Yeah.
Like, because we didn't really see that kind of development. It felt more like a teacher-student relationship. But then when he gets there, and like Nezuko's awake, right?
Yeah.
So he was all happy to see that, and then Urokotaki like welcomes him, and he's crying, and I was like, oh, you guys care a lot more than I thought you cared.
Like when woke up and he saw her, I was like it really hit me that she has been asleep for 2 years. Like, you've just been watching your sister just be asleep, and you don't know if she's gonna wake up.
Just like training and going through
like,
all this work, hoping she'll.
Yeah. Like, it really hit me. I was like, wow, this is tough. They did really well to like make sure that we understood that.
Before he went home, and after they all got all their stuff, it shows a girl going back to some guy, right? Who I'm assuming is like the leader of the demon slaves. And he says, 5 survived. Or you got 5 new kids, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, unless my math is way off, I'm pretty sure it was 4.
I saw 4.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I don't know, initially I thought he was including Nezuko too.
Oh.
Or if it's just like someone else we didn't see. I don't know.
Someone who like decided to not go back to the mountain. Like, I think the conditions were you just had to survive. You didn't have to go back, right? Hopefully it's not just a typo.
So they rest, and then 15 days later, the swords are ready.
Yay!
So you see some guy really decked out in like all these wind chimes and stuff, right?
Oh my gosh, that's right. Initially, I didn't hear who it was, and then he did that one note. It was Daisuke Namikawa, aka Hisoka in Hunter x Hunter, aka the mage in Violet Evergarden, and then he's also the teacher in Koto. I could be totally wrong, but I assume this character is just gonna be here for just this short little episode. So I wasn't expecting for the staff to get a voice actor like Daisuke Namikawa.
Maybe that means he's not.
So I'm hoping he comes back and he'll have more lines. So once he gets his sword, the crow flies in, and he's like, "Rah! You have a mission!" So that's how the episode ends. Episode 6 starts off, he's getting ready to go on his first mission, so he's putting on his uniform, which has like "destroy" on the back of it. I thought that was cute. I was just like, why is that there?
His uniform? It kind of looked like a middle school uniform, or like the older Japanese uniform.
You know what it reminded me of? Like Yu Yu Hakusho.
I was about to say that exactly.
Yeah.
It's like Yu Yu Hakusho. So he feels like a gangster kind of.
He does, with like
with the coat too.
The coat, yeah, and everything.
So for the whole show, I've been looking at his scar.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the visuals for the show, it's like some weird mark. But so then when he comes in the first episode, it's a scar. Like, it's a legit scar, like something happened to him.
What happened?
maybe he was dropped this baby. I don't know. And so then, as he's fighting the hand demon, he gets injured on his head in the same spot.
Oh,
and so he had like the bandages and stuff. So I just kept looking at it. And suddenly it's like this. I just don't know how it happened.
Yeah. Could be like, because it's a scar, when he injured himself, it like scratched off all the scar tissue. And then, so no, now it's just completely different. Somehow, his scar changed. And we just want to know why.
I would just like a small explanation.
Yeah. But so he's given a mission to find out what's happening to these young girls that are disappearing at night.
They just vanish. Right?
Literally vanish. So he's going through the town and he's smelling everything. And eventually that leads him to encounter this swamp demon. Which is kind of cool. I really liked his design. And his voice actor is Kimura Ryohei, who is...
And Horabu is Kane-san.
Kane-san!
In Seven Deadly Sins, he's Hausa. Free is Hiyori. And in Maggie,
Chudar! He's all cute. One thing I liked is when Tanjiro is using his powers and he's trying to slice at that one demon, and he kind of like hesitates, and then there's actual consequences for him hesitating. Later on he says like, oh, I didn't get a full strike because I switched techniques halfway through. And it's kind of like, oh, that's cool. He actually has like an idea of what he's doing. It's not just like random attacks.
It's not just winging it and like thinking it through. Or even when he was like, I got too close to the wall. Like he was thinking about that the whole time.
It's like, it's showing his thought process. And it's not just like, oh my gosh, this enemy is super strong. It's like he's actually thinking about how to defeat him.
So we also find out about who more than likely turned Nezuko.
And that's Meruem. It's Kibutsuji Muzan. Which really reminds me of Meruem.
So I'm really interested to see what this guy is, what he can do.
Why he looks so cool.
While they're fighting, Tanjiro got cornered, kind of, right? Or backed against the wall, something like that. And then, who pops out of the box on his back?
Nezuko!
Which, I thought it was cute that she was in this box to begin with.
The whole time.
Like, Urokudaki made a box for her.
Yeah.
She kicks it?
Yeah, so she, like, kicks open the door and, like, rotates his neck.
Oh, yeah, like, just like...
It was great. My appreciation for Nezuko really grew at that point. Like, I was like, oh, she's not just gonna be a burden for him. And it's probably because of, like, the hypnosis thing.
Which, I mean, I think it's great that she's helpful now. But I was just like, is she living a lie the rest of the series? Because he told her, all humans are your family. So when she looked at them, that's why she saw her younger siblings.
Yeah.
So she's just gonna keep seeing these siblings.
Like, that's really sad.
Yeah, right?
That's really sad. And it could also be like a hindrance. Like, what if, like, not all humans are good?
She did look kind of cool coming out of that box, though.
It's not like, and that's how it ends. We end with the cliffhanger, right?
Yeah, they're in the middle of the fight.
So I'm really excited to see how Tanjiro and Nezuko will be able to, I guess, slay the demon.
They don't call him Demon Slayer for nothing.
That's true. That is true.
Overall, though, I was really impressed with, like, the OST during the show.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, a lot of the fights, I just found myself, like, bobbing my head.
Yeah, like, I feel like they timed a lot of the songs really well to go really well with the sequence that was going on.
Yeah.
It really fits the story. I really thought about it. So whoever's the sound design really did a good job. Ufotable for the win, yo. The opening has grown on me.
Part of the opening has grown on me.
Thinking about it now, I still can't remember it, but when it's playing, I'm like, okay, yeah, this fits the story. I can jam to it for that minute and a half.
As the series is progressing, I'm really enjoying seeing more of these characters. And I think part of that is just, like, I haven't gotten fully behind Tanjiro, I guess. And there's really no reason why. Like, he's a nice kid, he has a good story. I just want to know more about the other characters. Like, someone comes in, I'm like, oh, they're cool. Tell me your story.
You're just not as invested in him as you should be for a main character.
I guess I want to see him interacting with these characters too. Like the interactions we see in the opening.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the plot is finally starting to move forward. So we'll probably be seeing that more in the coming episodes.
So what's your grade for their midterm?
I think for their midterm, it's a 7.
What's a 7? Last time you had it as a 5?
5, yeah.
Wow.
It did really well. I really like how the story is paced and how they like amplify that. They use like the OST to like move the story along too. That was my main gripe with it the first time. It was just like, episode 3 ended with like nothing happening. No progress being made. And so now it's like, 3 more episodes and he's on his first mission. Cool.
I guess episode 3, there was progress, we just couldn't see it.
Yeah.
So now we got to see that progress, right? My grade for them is a 6. Our next series is Fairy God. When we last saw them, they were searching for the black fairy tome, and then they found something. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. Someone else from a mafia organization was trying to get in their way.
Episode 4 starts off with them concluding their battle with Sweetie. She loses, so she hires one of her accomplices to go after them and to go steal the fairy tome. The battle starts off, and Marley is getting her ass handed to her, and then Veronica steps in and saves her. So the 2 that go after them are Patty and Jonathan. The most interesting one was Jonathan.
Jonathan was hilarious. I liked how when we first saw him, he was so like calm, and I was like, what do you want to order? And it was just some crazy stuff. And she's like, just get him whatever.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So you don't really like see his like personality there.
Yeah.
For them in battle. He was all like, well. The next episode, they're continuing this fight that they started. Veronica ends up killing Jonathan, and Patty runs away. 3 is able to take back the tome, and the tome was fake, so they go out and drink.
So we get to see more of Veronica's past. We see that she tried to kill the Duke.
I feel like if you're gonna try to kill someone, don't announce it.
And don't just stand there. Don't be like. So that might be a spoiler. No, that was for Infinity War.
But the Duke is the guy who destroyed their town.
Yeah.
So the next episode starts off talking about the politics and the 5 Dukes. 3 of them are dead now.
And Ray Dawn is one of them.
And then this other guy, he's with anyway, after all that exposition, then they were patrolling the town, and you kind of see them all paired up. I guess they have these new models of artificial fairies. One of them goes all bonkers and out of whack.
Well, someone caused it to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was caused by someone. So they're able to stop it. So while they're dealing with that, they also get a lead on a supposedly real black fairy tome. So then Marlia and Clara, one of the other agents, go on that mission. There are certain things I'm just curious to see what's going to happen. Like, they mentioned this guy's name, like Gilbert Warlock at the end. So I'm like, oh, who's that?
Probably a huge letdown.
Probably, but now I want to go. I just want to find out. Since I've invested this much already.
Like half a season already. Personally, I'm gonna drop this one. You watch it and let me know. And then maybe if it's good, I'll pick it up again.
Hey.
No, probably not. Honestly, for me, like, the best parts of the series are the opening and the end. And not because it's like, it starts and then it's over. No, it's like, I like the opening, I like the ending. They're nice songs. And then, of course, free.
So, your grade is like flunk?
Oh, yeah.
You're expelling them?
I'm expelling them.
I'll still see how it goes. So, I'll give it a 5.
You're gonna keep watching it and stuff?
For now. At least this season. I don't know if I'll watch the second half.
I'm curious what your reaction will be, because you're already giving it a higher rating. Like I have.
Yeah.
So the next show on our list is Mayonaka no Occult Komuin. left the story off with Arata joining the agency and befriending Huehue Koyotu, discovering that he's also the ears of sand and that he's seme.
In the 4th episode, Arata, Theo, and Kyoichi go on a mission around the city to check up on the regular and others that they know are there. While doing so, they meet up with one of the police officers who kind of helps them with this mission. Later on, they see him getting abducted by some unknown another, but so then they have to go rush and save him.
So what did you think about this episode?
It was super cute.
It was. I like just seeing all these different another in modern day Tokyo.
Yeah, these drunk monkeys.
That's right.
No,
yeah.
They just wanted a drink. When they started talking to Arata, they weren't a threat. They were just like, yeah, come drink with us.
Yeah, they were just like, yeah, just come on, let's drink. As they're going around, they see that the officers got taken. To save them, they have to outdrink this one another that they find out is the deity of that temple.
Yeah.
But then he also knows those monkeys. But so, no surprise there, they save him by bringing in.
But the monkeys were so cute.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, just drink with us. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they just sneak off. So the next episode, there are these posts about an elevator, an isekai elevator, that's what they were calling it.
Yeah.
So it transports people to another world. As they're investigating, Arata and Kyoichi get transported. There's a female another, and she has a box. And then you find there's all these negative things in this box that have been lit up.
Oh my god, what could it be? And now she's using this elevator to transport people that have this negative emotion so she can collect it back.
Didn't she say she changed the settings and now it's not working as well or something?
That's how Kyoichi and Arata are able to go in.
Yeah.
Because of Kyoichi's sense of loss.
It's not the loss she wanted.
Yeah.
She wanted lost love.
He tries to get her to say that she's not going to bring people anymore because it's causing issues with them. But she's like, well, I don't care about that. That has nothing to do with me, so why am I gonna stop? So that kind of helps Arata realize that they have their own interest in themselves, and that's all they care about.
They didn't really solve anything, but she already said, oh, well, I'm almost done with this one. I'm gonna move on to Europe or something.
Yeah.
Or, jealousy. So the problem is solved, she's leaving.
Yeah.
They just couldn't do anything about it. He had to hear, from the boss, sometimes that's enough. We can't always fix it, but as long as it's okay, we can move on.
I feel like it was a good way to bring Kyoichi's past forward. Because in the next episode 6, then we start having progress with the case of the missing girls.
So I think it starts off with this mysterious character. He's walking in with this girl, right?
His voice actor, we think,
is Tachibana Shinosuke, according to at least one source. So we'll let you know if we're wrong.
Yeah.
I've heard him in a few things. He's Soma in Black Butler, and he's also Hasakura in Hitorijime My Hero. When this guy comes in, you realize he's the cause of these missing girls.
Because you find out that he's piecing together his ideal woman, basically.
He's Frankenstein.
Yeah, oh, I like her eyes and her voice and her right leg.
But I thought it was this woman was in his past and he's trying to bring her back. So he's taking what's closest to her from other people. Because it seemed didn't he say something about his love or his... Oh, unless it's an ideal. I don't know. I didn't think of it your way.
That's interesting. That's cool. I kind of like your take on it more. It seems like there could be more backstory behind it instead of he's just this another just yeah. You know what? I haven't had a lady in a while, so. Doesn't he have Kyoichi's sister? One of the characters is oh, you're missing her eyes and her hand. And he's yes, but her eyes are right over there. They show the girl. That's why she's still missing. Throughout the episode, we see Arata interacting with his childhood friend, Izumi.
But while she was at his house, that's when Kohaku was able to see her and be oh, that hand will fit.
So Izumi is taken right in front of Arata.
And he just heard Kyoichi's story about watching his sister get taken away.
Yeah.
And then the same thing happens to him.
Oh my god. Kyoichi's back. He's just a kid on a...
I didn't know it would be his older sister. And then I wondered how Arata will react when he finds out that Kohaku basically is why he took her.
Yeah.
He'll really see that these another are not friendly
Yeah.
necessarily.
I wonder if it'll like spur him to remember his past or something. There's all these theories going on in my head, and I just want to know. I'll just go watch the next episode.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just watch that instead of fairy tale.
Yeah, for sure. Ugh. Okay, so what is your midterm grade for it?
I think last time I gave it a 6. So my midterm grade is a 6.5. Because for me, the animation is quite lacking at times. I liked each individual episodic story. I'm interested in this plot and I really want to see where it goes. I think I just want to wait to see where it goes.
To see where it goes, see if it's actually
Make sure if it lives up to what I'm hoping for.
I gave it a 7 last time. I think it's gonna stay the same. I'm excited to see where it goes too, and I feel like it'll at least be satisfying. It's like a good mix of like mystery and like humor, but like I think now going forward, it's gonna be focusing more on the mystery.
Adata hasn't come back from that elevator yet.
Oh, there's the bell. Well, you're dismissed for lunch, but be back here in 30 minutes. Chop chop.
Maybe Adata will come back by then.
We go eat now.
Okay, go.
Alright guys, so once again, we're going to be splitting it off into 2 parts. This was part 1, and part 2 will be coming in shortly? Soon-ish?
Soon. Hopefully soon.
If you're lost on what's going on, check out our first 2 videos right over here. And make sure to leave a like and a comment.